Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum, WEF, says God is dead and the WEF is acquiring divine powers. And according to their tweet, Jesus is the original fake news. And if we're, of course, assuming it's Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world. Let's see what the religious Christian leaders are going to come out and declare concerning what Klaus Schwab of the WEF has just stated 3 days ago. He says God is dead according to the World Economic Forum, who have also declared that Jesus is fake news and that WEF leaders have acquired divine powers to rule over humanity. According to the WEF, a new one world religion has arrived, and it unites all of humanity in worshiping at the altar of climate change, techno-communism, and eugenics. And if you find it hard to believe Klaus Schwab's WEF would go this far, you clearly have not been paying attention to developments recently. Klaus Schwab's right-hand man, Yuval Noah Harari, has announced that the WEF has been so successful in its plans that it's acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction, quote-unquote. The blasphemy does not stop there. Harari also promises the WEF will turn humans into gods. Well, what do you know? Isn't this what the evil one, the serpent, told Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden? The WEF is also increasingly hostile to Christianity and major religions. If you read between the lines just a little, it's clear the WEF is consciously attempting to supplant Jesus Christ. According to WEF, Jesus is fake news and God is dead, and you do not have a soul. You are a hackable animal who does not have the capacity of free will. Hubris and lies. Now, the World Economic Forum has spent decades quietly infiltrating democratically elected governments, penetrating cabinets, and wielding an outsized influence on the world from the corridors of Schwab's Swiss hideout in Davos. These people have now become arrogant and sure of their own success. They're no longer hiding in the shadows and pulling puppet strings from behind the curtain. According to Schwab, it's his role to shape the transformation of the world in the current period. And unsurprisingly, he admires the Chinese system of state-control authoritarianism. With world leaders and cabinets firmly under their control, Western democracy has been decimated. Trudeau's Canada has become a wasteland of authoritarian control. Jacinda Ardern's New Zealand is arguably even more tightly controlled by the Davos technocrats. Why should they respect us and our human and constitutional rights if they see us as hackable animals incapable of free thought? Take a look at Brazil for a glimpse of the future. President Bolsonaro's supporters are protesting what they claim to be a wildly unfair and corrupt election. WEF favorite Lula, who has not even taken office yet, has already started enacting the Klaus Schwab playbook, freezing the bank accounts of protesters amid a chilling crackdown on freedom of speech and the right to protest peacefully. First Canada, now Brazil. Will the United States be next, with the most beautiful constitution in the world? French billionaire Philippe Arguillère claims he has 4 databases that will expose 38 individuals who control the world, the whole world, and run the shadow government, quote-unquote. Bill Gates, who needs no introduction, is one of those 38 unelected individuals who control the daily lives of 8 billion people, is what Philippe Arguillère claims. And according to Arguillère, he can prove that Biden administration takes direct orders from this shadow government. If you want a sneak peek of the future under this shadow government, it's worth paying attention to Bill Gates' latest announcement. Gates has a history of playing God. Robert F. Kennedy warned us about this trait in Gates' psychology years ago. According to Kennedy Jr., the World Health Organization, WHO, is conducting global social and medical experimentation in accordance with the vision of their mega donor Bill Gates and his religious faith that he can use technology, vaccines, GMO agriculture to make him the savior of all humanity. And John Kennedy Jr. on his Instagram page says Gates' strategy of buying WHO, that's World Health Organization, purchasing control of U.S. health officials like Tony Fauci, Deborah Bricks, means the Microsoft co-founder can now dictate global health policies affecting 7 billion people, well, it's 8 billion now, and to control the most intimate details of our lives, Kennedy Jr. said. Just last week, Gates, in his role as false savior, was caught telling world leaders that it's time for death panels to decide who has the right to live and die. Of course, Gates's death panels have everything to do with the globalist elite obsession with depopulation. This is the brutal, soulless world Gates and the shadow government and the World Economic Forum are determined to roll out as part of their Great Reset. And of course, this is not to be allowed to happen with their evil philosophy to become the new normal. Take a look at the videos and description of a deeper dive into their plans. Forewarned is forearmed. If you understand the importance of these videos and in educating the masses about the shadow government and their evil agenda of their elite, the elite, please take these videos and subscribe to the channel. Help us continue to produce this content for warm as many people as possible. We're all in this together. This is by Baxter Dimitri on Newspunch. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.